life, labor and cinema have converged. So, and I'm told that you are writing a book on laboring classes and cinema. Could you please shed some light on it?
Yes. It's a kind of an obsession with me, you see. And from what I have told you till now, you can make out why it is an obsession. Because I was born and brought up, raised there in a steel city engineering complex. And then after coming to Calcutta and doing my graduation, leaving without finishing post-graduation, working for a while in the Statesman, I went back to where I came from and spent practically the rest of my life. I mean, it's only in 2010 that I came to live on a permanent basis in Calcutta. I mean, I've spent my whole life in Jamshedpur. And of course, traveling across the country and seeing things for myself. So labor, the trade union movement, people like, say, Sardar Hashmi or Shankar Guhan Yogi, they are icons for me that I can never forget.
And what about A.K. Roy? A.K. Roy was also...
A.K. Roy was in Sindri, A.K. Roy, and then, of course, as I mentioned earlier,
Kedar Das.
And then somebody, you know, who came before my time and who was already an iconic figure, Professor Abdul Bari, an INTUC leader, and who died in mysterious circumstances. He never made peace with the disco management, as Comrade Kedar Das also didn't. So these haunt me, you know, and I like to be haunted. I feel that I'm in the company of people who loved man, who loved especially the lowest common denominator. And though I myself am extraordinarily ordinary, I feel as if my height has increased by a couple of inches or a couple of centimeters, whilst thinking about these dead people who will never die. You know, that kind of thing. It was that which drove me to writing a prologue where one great lover of cinema and a lover of the dregs of society in Bombay lived and would have died if only we had not pushed him into Pakistan, Saadat Hasan Mantu. So I go into all the dregs of society that he dealt with, you know. A prostitute is a worker. She's a sex worker, or he is a sex worker. That means labor, giving labor. He is also, or she is also a labor. So he used to frequent brothels. He used to keep the company of light boys in the Bombay film industry. He was at home with Ashok Kumar and Vacha, the producer, and the Mukerjees of Filmistan. So I have to connect up certain people. So I started the prologue, a long study of the man who did not live long enough to hear those immortal lines, Hai dil ye mushkil ye jeena yahan, zara hatke zara bachke ye Bombay meri jaan. Why was Bombay his jaan? Because Bombay was then the capital of the working class, the looms, the sacha, the railways, the port dock workers, the port workers. Film industry was a cosmopolitan institution. bringing in Muslims, Jews, Parsis, Hindus, Christians, Dalits, Brahmins and all. It was a melting pot, the film industry. And the cotton mills, and the railways and everything. Therefore, Bombay, Meri Jaan. Now, if you come to think of Bombay as a romantic thing, you know, then you are restricting it. Bombay for some people is also the Jaan because it is providing them with the food through labor to keep Jaan alive. Right? So, I started this way and then I go to Mohanagar, which I think is a masterpiece, save for the ending, which is pathetic. In a Calcutta market, ruled by Marwadis on the one hand and the British boxwalas, the last of them, on the other hand, Ray shows, I don't know why he is in such a hurry to patch up the story when Aruti and Subroto meet, and Aruti has lost her job, and early in the day, Subroto has also lost his job in the bank. And then the camera tilts upwards, and then Subroto and Aruti, they are holding hands at the bottom of the staircase of Faraday House. That is where, that was the center of our trade union movement also, that building. So you see how everything is falling in place.
Oh, but don't you think he was trying to cater to middle class taste actually?